coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on the team. Thank you, fam, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, boom. Appreciate the support, man. Let's go. Let's get it. We on the road, man. We on the road to 150K, man. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get this meet and greet popping and jumping. You heard? You know we gonna have a good time, man. Come on, baby. Let's do this thing. Big love to all my subscribers. Big love to all my members, man. I appreciate y'all. New videos on the way. Collaborations on the way. All types of crazy stuff going on over there. Get with it or hear about it. You heard me? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all a crazy joint this morning, man. Crazy joint, man. How I ended up going to jail for cutting my homeboy's hair. How I ended up going to jail for cutting my homeboy's hair, right? So we on the farm, man. We on State Farm, Powhatan, right? Probably like, I don't know, man, 99, 2000, something like that. Around in that area right there, right? So I told you I go on the joint. I got a homeboy on there, you know, a VA homeboy. When I used to be DC VA, I knew this guy, but I didn't know him, but I knew him from VA because I knew his sisters. He was older than me, but I knew his sisters. He was all in the street, you know, he was a gangster. He was all in the street, so I ain't really know him, but I knew both of his sisters, right? So one of my homeboys got a couple of babies by one of his sisters, right? So I knew him, I knew of him, but he used to always be in and out, in jail, he here, he there, he out of town or whatever. But I knew about him. So when I get to Powhatan, I hadn't seen this Joker, man, for years and years and years. So when I get to Powhatan, as soon as I walk in, I told y'all in one of the videos, as I'm going in the door to go in the block, the first block that I'm going in, he coming out, going to work, and he see me and embrace me and hug me, and I'm like, oh, who is this Joker? And he had one eye, right? He had one eye. He had ended up losing his eye. To my understanding, he ended up losing his eye in the jail before he came to prison with a fight. Dude stabbed him in the eye. He lost his eye, right? But I knew he looked familiar, but I couldn't really place him. So when I get in the block, I ended up seeing my homeboy Troop. Shout out Troop. And I asked Troop, I said, man, who the dude with the one eye? He said, oh, you talking about Wheat? I said, oh, and the name, it just, and I knew, right? You know what I'm saying? Which Troop ended up getting locked up like a week later. You know what I'm saying? Going, snapping out in the kitchen, and they ended up getting him off there. So I hadn't reconnected with him for about a week before he was gone, right? So boom, when we come back, I get to chopping it up with him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We get to talking about people we knew and this, that, and the third, how long he been locked up, this, that, and the third. I don't never ask him nothing about his eye because I just, you know, feel like that's inappropriate. I don't even ask, but it's right there. You know what I'm saying? But I never asked him about it, right? And I just heard about it from other people. But Wheat was a good dude, man, and he was a hell of an athlete, man. He could play basketball even with one eye. He was one of the best basketball players on the joint. Dudes ain't like it because he be cooking dudes and they be trying to get mad and they be joking about his eye. Now, as I told y'all before, man, I'm real, you know, sensitive about dudes messing with somebody that I'm cool with, especially if I feel like if they trying to bandage take them. You know what I'm saying? And the person trying to be humble. I'm going to step up. I'm going to say something because, you know, if you trying to rumble or you just looking for some smoke, get it with me. I always been like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess it come from, you know, just like my real life, like my brother. You mess with my brother, and my brother be trying to be humble, although I know my brother will bust your head open. You mess with my brother, you, man, I'm on you. I'm on you, you know what I'm saying? So I remember when I started refereeing games, basketball games, and dudes used to be trying to, you know, pick and go at Wheat because he was cooking them and he had the one. I mean, you can't even see stuff like that. I used to be like, man, what that got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? And then jokers would be like, well, what you got to do? I got everything to do with it. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So I was like on that type of time where we, although don't get it twisted, we want no sucker. Even with one eye, we can rumble. And he was a athlete. Like I say, he in tip top shape, cut up, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I can remember, you know, at this time, before I got in the barbershop, I was dudes knew I could cut hair, so I would cut hair in the pod. You know what I'm saying? If dude give me, you know, 10, 15 dollars, I cut his hair in the pod. Wheat was my homeboy, so I'm gonna cut his hair for free. Now, mind you, I ain't got no barber equipment. So I got skills, you heard me? So I can cut hair with a razor and a comb. I'm trying to tell you, I could take a comb and break a razor and put the blade in the comb and, you know what I'm saying, adjust the razor and cut your hair to a certain length. You know what I'm saying? I take the razor out, you know what I'm saying, round you up, line you up, whatever it is, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, skills, you dig? So Wheat was like he wanted to get a haircut because he think he might get a visit this weekend. So I'm like, boom, I got you. Right now, mind you, they got a whole barbershop on the farm. So you don't really supposed to be cutting the hair in the block. But you know, we in the penitentiary. We gonna do what we want to do until they tell us what to do. So I go, he get the chair and we go to the back of the pod. You know what I'm saying? Set at the back, window light, all that, set at the back. I get the, you know, get the razor out, you know what I'm saying? I got the little lotion because I put the lotion on and when I put the razor on you and stuff, you know, to get, you know what I'm saying, to get my good cut and don't cut you. You did. So we back there, man, at the back of the chair with the chair. I'm cutting his hair, man, getting it all right and everything, trying to get him right. Right? Now you got in the back is a dude on this side, dude on this side. It's just a long, long tier on the farm with cells on this side, cells on this side, all the way up 3 tiers high. Three tiers high. 4 in the wall, 3 at power tank, right? So the dude that sleep on the left side on the bottom, we right in front of his cell, and we on the cell. The dude sleep on the right on the bottom, and the dude that sleep on the left on the bottom, that's my homeboy Mousy. He ain't tripping about nothing. He working at tag shop. He an old head. He been down probably about 20-something years, pushing 30 years. He ain't tripping about nothing but his boy. You know what I'm saying? He got a boy. He ain't tripping about nothing but that boy and going to work. You know what I'm saying? Now we got this Bama on the other side. They called him D. I think his name was Dern, but they called him D. He's a cold sucker, right? I ain't never really had too much dealings with him or nothing. He just walk around thinking he a tough dude. He always got your face screwed all up and everything, man. Ain't nobody fighting at you. So I'm cutting his hair, right? And boom, 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 boom. I'm getting it. We talking, we chopping it up. We just cutting, getting him right. He comes out, right? Go and get some hot water, I guess. So when he come out his cell, he look over there at us like, you know what I'm saying, like, and walk on down the till with his little cup, but he making all these funny faces. I remember, I don't think he like wheat. I don't really know the band, but I don't think he like wheat. So we were like, man, I said, man, what's all that about? He said, man, F him, man. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't talking about nothing, man. He a sucker. So he walking, go on down there, get his little hot water, coffee or whatever. He come back, go on in the cell. But when he come back, I'm cutting too, and I'm almost finished. I'm lining them up and everything, right? So I'm looking at him. I catch a glance at him like he looking like he, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying in my head, like you know what I'm saying? So he go on in the cell. So when I finish, right, we were like, boom, I give him a little mirror, got a little hand mirror. He look at the little mirror. He said, oh, yeah, I'm in there, woo. So he said, man, let me go get the stuff, get all the stuff up. So he get up from the chair, he take the chair, it's a plastic chair, bang, 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 dump all the hair out and everything, right? I had a smock around, take the smock, shake it out and everything. So I set my little, my toothbrush, my razor, all my little stuff, man, my little shampoo, my little lotion bar. I set all that right there on the windowsill. So while he gone to try to get a broom to get all this stuff up, I go use the bathroom. I got to go take a leak. So I said, I'm going to take a leak, right? So he leave, he go do that. I leave, I go do that. But we leave all the hair in the chair and the stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, it's in front of his cell, it's in front of his cell. But this the pod, dog. This the, you know what I'm saying? This the corridor of the joint. So while I'm in there doing that, and Wheat the one that got the Jones, so when Wheat come back, I heard noise when I'm in there using the bathroom. I heard bada bada boom 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 boom, like a chair. You know what I'm saying? The plastic chair, like somebody threw a chair, you know, in the block or something. So I heard the joint, but I don't pay it no mind. You know, it be noise in the penitentiary all the time. So when I come out, you know what I'm saying? I finished using the bathroom, man. I washed my hands. I think I grabbed something, man. I don't know what it was. I grabbed something, maybe a bag of chips or something. I grabbed a little bag of chips or something. So when I come out, I see him and Wheat down there talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the hand movement or whatever, whatever. And I see the chair over, you know what I'm saying, like 10 feet away, right? So I walked down the joint. I said, what's up? Right? He was like, man, y'all got all that stuff all up in front of my cell, man. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all leave y'all mess all there. And we was like, man, I just told you I was going to get the broom, man, to get that up, man. But you don't, you know what I'm saying, push my chair over there. What's all that about? So this Bama came out his cell and seen won't nobody right there. He grabbed the chair, throw the chair across the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all got all this stuff all in front of my cell. Like, you own the penitentiary, sucker. You don't own the penitentiary. You don't own nothing in here, bro. This is all state stuff. So I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, you heard me. Hey, y'all got that stuff in front of my cell, man. Get all this. You leave your mess up. We said, man, what I just told you. He said, man, I don't care what you told me. We said, man, what's up? So we got the broom in the dustbin. And they say he dropped the broom in the dustbin. He said, what's up with you? So like they, you know what I'm saying, get ready to get. I'm like, man, what's all this about, bro? So he said, man, hey, man, I ain't talking to you. I said, I don't give a, you know what I'm saying, who you talking to? You talking about me? Because I'm the one that was down here cutting hair. We just going to get this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? You don't dictate when nobody do nothing, man, here. Man, it ain't in your cell. Listen. He said, man, who you think you is? I said, who you think you is? We said, hold on, sir. I said, ain't no hold on. I said, you hold, what's up? So he said, what you want to be up? Yeah, that's my type of talk right there. That's my type of talk right there. He was a fairly big Bama, probably about 6'1", you know what I'm saying, about 210, 205, something like that. So he walking up on me, right? So when he walking up on me, I'm getting ready to take off on this joker. But Wheat, like, hold up. And Wheat was in the way. So by Wheat being in the way, then the Bama just swing. Man, but the joke all crazy. So when he swing, I don't even usually do this because I'm a, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to stand up and give it to you. When he swing, I had to duck. So when I duck, I scoop him. And I slam him. Bang! Take him to the ground. So when I take him to the ground, he locked my head in, though. He got me. He locked my head in. And he on top of me, right? And he holding me. He done rolled over. He on top of me, right? So we try to grab him. I said, no, leave him alone, leave him alone. He said, no, get up off of him, get up off. I said, leave him alone, leave him alone, leave him alone. He said, yeah, don't jump me, don't jump me. So he on top of me, trying to handle me, trying to muscle me, right? And to be honest, he jived like on me because he bigger than me and he got more weight than me. I'm about I might be about a ball 70, 65, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he on top of me, right? So I said, back up, we back up. And he said, yeah, back up. So boom, dudes started coming out they cell and stuff. Then so we at the back of the till, we tussling. He on me, man. You know what I'm saying? He you know what I'm saying? He got my joint, yeah. He choking me for real, right? So I'm wiggling though to get my head out. So when I get my head out, he roll over and then he on top of me. He really like on top of me. But he can't really punch me or do nothing to me. Man, I bite that joker right on the collarbone. That's one of my favorites. I just grab that joint like that little bone right there. Yeah, I put that joint. Yeah, that joint right there. I put that joint right up in there. Cause I'm around him like this. He on top of me like that. He said, you bite, you little, and called me the B word. You little, the bee bite me. Right? Yeah, I'm biting you, sucker. Yeah. So I was out biting him. He hollered and he trying to nail. He let me go and trying to get up, but I'm on him, right? So when he get up, kind of like trying to get up, I take my feet and kick him. Boom! and kick him up off me. Yeah, he fly up off me. So I roll over and I get up. I said, oh, yeah, let's dance now, baby boy. So he come up, he tell me, what's up? What's up? Man, that old, what's up? That don't work on me. I'm like, yeah, come on. Bang, 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 bang. Caught him. Like, I'm talking about some crisp Jones. Boom. He fall back up against his own cell, and I'm on him. Bang, bang. And he dropped down. When he dropped down, he like out of it. Man, I started punching him. Now. Weak, grab me. Weak, grab me. I'm like, what the sheezy? He said, that's enough. That's you got him, Charles. You guys said, nah, get up off me. So I'm tussling him with Weak, trying to give him some more. I want to give him some more because you swung on me for nothing, dog, for some stupid stuff. So by then, the people coming. They coming down the tip. They running there. Hey. Man, I'm like, get up off. So now, when they get up on him, I look at him. I see him. I'm trying to get to him. I want to hit him again so bad. But I'm tussling with Wheat, trying to get Wheat up off me. So then, when the people run up and down on us, they tackle me and Wheat. They think me and Wheat fight. They think me and Wheat fight, man. They tackle us, take us to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Balling you all up. You know, presser. They put you in the presser joint, man. They got about 15, 16, 20 officers in there. And they steady coming back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? So now, they got me on my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Twisting my legs all up. They try to fold your legs together to hold them back so you can't move. I'm like, man, ain't nobody going nowhere. What y'all doing all this for? They trying to cuff me up. They doing Wheat the same way. He over there bleeding all out the mouth, all out the nose. I tell him, I hit him with some shots. So they getting him, but they being cautious with him because he bleeding. You know what I'm saying? So, man, they ball us all up, and they like, what's going on? Hey, what's all that? And they don't know what, you know what I'm saying, what the real transpired because they think I'm fighting Wheat. You know what I'm saying? But they see he the one that's bust up. So they think I'm fighting Wheat because I'm tussling with Wheat to get to him. Man, them people lock us up, man, get him up. I guess he get back there and told him what the business was. And them people give me a charge for that. They try to give me and Wheat a charge for fighting. Like, how all three of us fighting? Who against who? What's going, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy work, man. I ended up having to stay in the hole, man. I think I stayed back there probably about 3 weeks. Week stayed back there probably about 12, 13 days and let him out. You know what I'm saying? He beat the charge. You know what I'm saying? I beat the charge for fighting Wheat. I got found guilty of fighting the charge with dude. Oh boy, he got found guilty too of fighting. You get a charge for fighting. You fighting. You can't fight by yourself. He got found guilty too. You know what I'm saying? They ended up, after he left up out of medical, they shipped him. They put Wheat back in the block. I get out a couple of weeks later, then I go back in the block, and me and Wheat talking about the joke, and I'm like, man, you got us tore off, dog. He was like, I ain't want you to kill him, man. Like, I said, man, I couldn't kill him. I just wanted to beat him some more, man. I wanted to beat him, man. He said, man, I ain't want you to get in trouble like that, little homie. It was my beef. I ain't want you getting. I said, nah, it was our beef. It was our beef. He came out there talking about some state stuff, bro. You talking about something that's not even in your cell. It's not even got nothing to do with you. You just got a personal issue where you want to act tough today. Or you don't like Wheat. Because you ain't had no reason not like me because I ain't even really know you. Wheat been there before I got there. So this probably some other stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? The dude he played basketball too. So he probably ain't like Wheat from that court. Or something like that. It was something personal that you just pushing something at somebody. And then I just happened to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But we was like, nah, it won't even worth it, man. It won't even worth it. You know, he was up against the bars, man. He could have hit his head and anything, bro. He said, I ain't want to see you go out like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, once I'm in that mode, I'm in that zone, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. He was like, nah, man, I couldn't let you do that, little homie. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you. But yeah, I got locked up for fighting my homeboy, and I won't even fight my homeboy. I was just cutting his hair. Locked up for fighting my homeboy when I was just cutting his hair, dog. But they didn't see, because this was before they had the cameras. They didn't even have cameras. So they just assuming what's happening. They trying to put 2 and 2 together what happened, but they don't know what's happening. When they came, they just saw me tussling with wheat, and they see the Bama laying there and they're trying to get up, but he can't get up. Because I'm telling you, them shots was like crisp and clean with no caffeine. Hey, hey, hey. That's why them Bamas be grabbing you. You see what I'm saying? That's why when you go to penitentiary, even though if you can box or you know whatever, martial arts, you got to have some type of strength too, bro. You got to, man, because them Bamas in there be big and strong as oxes, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's all they gonna do. Some of them that can't fight, there's some of them that ain't got no hands, they gonna grab you, bro. If they grab you, I don't care how. If you don't bite, yeah, all that count. Bite, put your thumb in their eyeballs, put your thumb in that little soft spot behind their ear, nuts. Oh, if you don't do none of that, and one of them strong Bamas grab you, bro, you in trouble. You in trouble, bro. They gonna bang you out. They gonna, yeah, man. They gonna do but get on top of you and ground and pound you. I'm biting. I'm gouging eyes. I'm doing all that. I'm kneeing in the nuts. I'm doing all of that, playboy. Yeah, my life on the line. I'm doing all of that. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you call it. I call it survival. I done bit plenty jokers. You know what I'm saying? I done hit plenty jokers in the nuts. I done twist jokers nuts. Yeah, no diddy. Whatever. If you on me, if you on top of me, you know what I'm saying? I done stuck my thumb so deep in the dude's eye, I swear I thought he was gonna have one eye. He wouldn't let. I've had my thumb. Man, my thumb might have been this deep in his eye socket, bro. Real talk. So I don't care nothing about none of that. All I care about is surviving and getting hurt as minimal as possible. You understand? Especially when I'm in combat mode. But yeah, the Bama swung on me. You know, I don't know if he was trying to hit me or Wheat, to be honest now, because Wheat was trying to push me away. But I was trying to square up on him. So when he swung, his momentum brought him into me. So boom, boom, I took him down, but he was a little too strong and rolled me over. So you got to get your weight up. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your weight up, man. You got to be strong. And I know a lot of dudes probably thought they could handle me because I'm small. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to separate myself away from my own, try to get in no confrontations in no closed in areas, and I need some room to dance. You understand me? I need some room to you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I put the fake out on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'd be like, yeah, come on. Lure them right on in. Then them jokes start coming crispy clean. Come on, man. Come on. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, that's how you trick them. Yeah. If you can trick them, you can beat them. You heard me? Anyway, man, yeah, that's just about the time I got locked up, man, for fighting my homeboy when I was actually just cutting his hair. You know what I'm saying? I was actually just cutting his hair, dog. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what they thought. That ain't what they said. That ain't what they said they saw. So it is what it is, man. But anyway, more stories to come, man. Y'all stay locked in, man. TBP Nation, stand up, man. Shout out to Wheat, RIP to Wheat. You know what I'm saying? He got out and ended up, you know, getting killed a couple of years later in a whole nother state, man. So RIP to him, RIP to his family, man. Yeah, man, good peoples. But, you know, big love, TBP Nation, stand up, man. Make sure y'all hype the video. Make sure you share the video. I appreciate y'all, man. It look like y'all picking the algorithm back up a little bit. Been watching a little bit more, leaving comments. All that stuff helps. I appreciate it. Let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation, stand up, man. We out here, man. We pushing this P, and we ain't gonna stop. No.
The Banky special. Yeah. Pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality. You know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.